Hi and welcome to RCKicks. On today's show, well, I finally got one that I've been really looking forward to for ages. The Hot Shot 2 from Tamiya. Yes, they finally went and released the stock version of it. Now, it's been a long time since we've seen the original Hot Shot 2. That was under kit 58062 and it came out on the 21st of May 1987 and ran to 1991, so 4 years. And that was, yes, 33 years ago. We haven't seen this kit for 33 years. Now, last year, I think it was, we got the Blockhead version of the Hot Shot 2. And if I'm honest, I was a little bit disappointed for two reasons. One, this Hot Shot 2 is my favourite stock livery version. It's just the best looking one in my personal opinion. And two, it came out as the Blockhead livery, which is fantastic, but they kept the same livery as they did for the Blockhead Wild one. And that was a missed opportunity in my books. Blockhead does lots of really cool designs and vibrant colours. I love the June Watanabe Hornet, and then I love the Wild one. And then to see Tamiya do the same livery again was just a bit disappointing for me. So those two things kind of grated me a little bit. So I did push the Blockhead Motors Hot Shot 2 out the door and I sold it on. With my fingers crossed, I hope that Tamiya would kind of go back and release the original one, which we now have. So I am really chuffed for this one, as it's just gorgeous. I love that retro style, the black, very much a bit like the Hornet with the black, with the colours. So in this episode, the plan is we'll unbox it, take a look at it and see what you get for your money. And then in an upcoming video, I will build it up. Now, I had planned on keeping this one, but I've got something really big coming. I've actually placed a deposit for a TrickBits a YZ10R. Yeah, so that's going to be a really big project on the show. So unfortunately, I can't really justify keeping more RCs at the moment, but good news is I've managed to be able to keep my Super Dogfighter, but this one is going to go to one of you. Yes, I am raffling off the car that I really love. I'm raffling this off. So if you're interested in winning this, I'll put a link in the description and you can go over there and you can pick it up potentially for a couple of pounds, couple of euros or a couple of dollars. And it comes with free shipping. Yes, I will ship it to you anywhere in the world, free of charge included. So if that interests you, head over there and we better unbox it and take a look at what I'm not going to keep for myself. So the first thing that jumps out is the actual box itself. The silver, very unique, and I'm really chuffed that they actually kept it. Box art looks lovely, but that's Tamiya. Also the presentation, and obviously no blister packs, but I think they did a reasonably decent job. I like the inserts they've got with the Hot Shot 2 logo on the right. Right, the first thing in here is the wheels, classic white Tamiya wheels that you've seen on like the Boomerang. Big change for this kit, the body is actually painted black. Yeah, now for me, I don't mind because obviously I love the box art, but you can argue both sides of whether it's a good idea to give you a clear body or not. This one actually comes with an ESC, so I will fit it in this car. This is a Hobby Wing, I think. Right, the first trees we get are the actual roll cage, and I actually prefer the more dipped roll cage than what they did in the Blockhead. Next is the classic Tamiya bumper that's got Tamiya the wrong way round. I'd like to have been in that meeting when they decided to put one on one side and one on the other, but hey, that's Tamiya for you. Now, a big change to the Hot Shot 2 is the bottom plate. This is very different and was only on the Hot Shot 2, and if you were trying to find this a few years ago, good luck with that. Classic standard tyres that we've seen on all the Hot Shots really. Nothing super special about these, just make sure you fit them in the right direction. Now the next tree is the classic Hot Shot families, diff housing front and rear. Now when you build these, make sure you don't over tighten them as you can crack them, go easy. Then we have the iconic red parts tree that this car is so well known for, the rear uprights, and the mounting points on these are very different obviously. They're not hex like what you might be used to. Then we have the manual. Obviously Tamiya manuals are lovely, probably some of the best in the whole market. Now we have the classic retro decals, very much like the Hornet, like I said before. Shouldn't be too difficult to fit these, so the body shouldn't take me too long. Right, let's open up that box and see what goodies we get inside. Now it'll be interesting to see whether we get any bearings at all, or is it just going to be all bushes. So we've got 4 bags, A, B, C and D by the looks of it. And there's quite a bit of metal in here as well, but we'll have a little bit of a closer detail in a sec. So the A bag seems to have some bushes, but some bearings as well. So I'm quite shocked at that. Also, you get 4 pinions. That's a bit different, not quite sure what that's all about, but yes, you get 4 in this kit, and obviously all the gears are metal. One thing that's really nice is the prop shaft has been upgraded. It's not that coat hanger. Well, it looks more like the aerial in the background there. So that is a nice upgrade, and it should make a bit of difference, especially if you're going to start running a little bit more power. One big thing about the Hotshot 2 versus the first one is you have the access plate that goes through to the electronics. The driver in this, just like the Hotshot, is only a head. The body of the driver is actually part of the chassis. You can see there the access hole to make life a little bit easier. As the Hotshot, everything was clamped in inside. Next we have the gear set. Nothing really to report on this, pretty standard stuff. What have we got next? We've got the arms. These are the rear arms. Nothing seems to have changed. These are pretty much standard, just like they were originally. Not only does the kit come with an ESC, you actually get a standard 540 motor, so I'll fit this in so whoever wins this will get it. Also comes with a classic aerial. Then these are the front, upper and lower arms. Nothing's changed here. These are exactly like the original kit, whereas the shocks are different. They've actually changed these up. These are more of the modern CVA versions, but the red is lovely to see. And the last but not least is the rest of the suspension parts in red. So there you go, a quick look at what you get in the box if you purchase your own Hotshot 2 2024. Not miles away from the original one. There's a few things with the suspension and the red parts, but overall it's a very close representation of what you got all those years ago. And I must admit, yeah, I really want one. So I think hopefully if they're still around in maybe 2 months time, I should be able to get one and keep it in the collection. I still have my original Hotshot that needs to be restored, and I've got all the parts to restore it. Also, I've got the Super Shot as well, original one. That doesn't need anything to do with the dust. So having this in the collection would be really nice to kind of tie them all up. So that's my justifications, but it'll just have to wait. But it won't for one of you. So in the next episode for this, we're going to build it all up. But before that, I just need to finish this. This is the BBX that I'm also doing a raffle on. And I've just got to finish painting it up. There'll be a final video on this one where I finish up the body, paint it all up. And I may not go box art. And then we'll take it for a bit of a drive. I'm enjoying this one. The body is a lot more involved than I thought it was, but that'll be coming very soon as well. So lots of Tamiya content on the show. Thanks so much. Please like and subscribe. See you on the next one. Bye bye.